This is me. He's been much better putting his toys away.
Hello everyone and welcome again to GSMCT. So today we are gonna be doing a reaction video to House of the Dragon Season 2 Episode 4. Now before we get into this, I am going to remind you guys to please do not forget to press that like button, subscribe, and let's get into this.
What?
Oh my god, he's seeing young Rhaenyra again. Is this a dream again? Is he dreaming?
Speak plainly.
Then these dreams are taunting him. They're literally taunting him.
Stop.
كثير هنكجود أو خلكيا أو توليوت جورالتيس.
Wow, okay, that was something. I think he knows that he's dreaming. Or else, if he doesn't know, this would be weird. If he would do this, it would show the other part. Because right now, let's not forget, he's planning on taking the throne for himself. Because he's been literally correcting people to call him his grace, as if he was a king. But I think this particular scene over here, maybe he knows that he's dreaming. He knows that this is not real. And it's like his guilt creeping on to him. You just probably want it to stop.
There's been a raven.
He was dreaming.
Good morning, Your Grace. Slept well? I trust. As I said, there's been a raven. Aegon's army departed King's Landing a fortnight ago. The castles of Rosby and Stokeworth have both fallen without siege. They have raised Aegon's banner and added their levies to Sir Criston Cole's host. Sir Criston's army, now tripled in strength, might have Harrenhal as its destination. Even if you can raise a host of rivermen, it will not be ready in time to face him.
Let's see what your Lord Paramount is made of.
My prince, my grace. Your grace.
Lord Grover is looking more hale and healthy than I expected.
This is Sir Oscar Tully, grandson to Grover Tully. He is heir to Riverrun and the future Lord Paramount of the Riverlands. His Grace, the King Consort Daemon Targaryen.
It is an honor, Your Grace.
Indeed. Well, my time is short and I have need of an army. Perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance.
Wow. Daemon. Like, no. Nobody asking this poor boy to do that. That is horrific. No.
I love my grandsire. Like a father. My own Lord Father died suddenly, himself a young man. Lord Grover raised me in his stead.
All very touching. Are you here to speak with your grandsire's voice for House Tully in the Riverlands?
While he still lives? That is not our way.
Then you're of no use to me. I can see why the Blackwoods and the Brackens did not fear to start a war beneath the nose of their liege lords. House Tully is a fish with no head. Remind me, which of your countrymen claimed to fight in the name of Aegon? Was it Bracken or Blackwood?
It was House Bracken that declared green, Your Grace.
Who could remember? Summon the Blackwoods here. I require men of action to lead my host of rivermen.
Milady.
Princess, if we're holding to formalities.
Apologies, Princess.
But I was not told his savior was so comely. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Rhaenys.
Ah, shit, I think she knows. She knows. I mean, Collins cannot deny this boy. Ah, hell nah. She can feel it.
Is your work finished? No, my lord.
He was the sailor who plucked you from your watery grave.
Yes.
You did not think to mention it.
I did not think it relevant.
I know who he is, Corlys. Alan's past is no fault of his. He saved his lord's life. He should be raised up and honored, not hidden beneath the tides.
Is this why you came? To subject me to an inquisition?
That councillor's going to dine on her and Jace for supper. They grow restless in Rhaenyra's absence.
Still. Where has that woman gone?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. At first, I was mad a little bit at Collins because of the way he normally acts towards Rhaenyra. But if you think about what this man has sacrificed, his home, all the things that he's given up, they stay in his house. Like, this guy has given it all. And they haven't won anything yet. Instead, Rhaenyra is over there in King's Landing meeting Alicent, which I don't know if that, meeting was necessary at all. From what I heard, that meeting was not in the books. And I understand that they really want to make Rhaenyra likable. Like, they want to make her almost like Dany. But from what I hear, I would really love the Rhaenyra in the books. I don't want too much wishy-washy, And they make her like, oh, she wouldn't do this and that. I mean, and there are many parts in the books that a lot of people talk about, like some characters that have been removed so that she can look more, sympathetic towards the viewers, us, so that we can, love her more. And I'm like, no, she shouldn't be in the same role or act like Dany. I don't want that. I would like to see another person with another character, but that is still lovable. I would like to see the origin of the book. And those characters that have been removed, I feel like, I think the audience, we would have loved to see them.
I suspect to try and draw us all back from the abyss.
Good morrow, Your Grace.
Good morrow, Grand Maester.
As requested. I brewed it myself.
Thank you. I will see it delivered discreetly.
Ooh, she done got pregnant for Cole. The same Cole that you were, being mad at Rhaenyra because she took it. She took this drink, but her father asked them to brew it for her. Let's not forget. But you asking them to brew it for yourself. You're sleeping with the same man. You're getting pregnant by the same man. We don't even know if Rhaenyra was even pregnant because it was immediately. Her father didn't he didn't want to have that at all. So we didn't even know if she took it or not. But listen. You took it? Now the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy keep getting better and better. Oh, God.
Do report if the recipient has need of any remedy that he is known to disagree with the gut.
I shall observe the girl closely.
Alter hypocrisy. You have the way she shamed Rhaenyra for that, quarreled with her, talk about how she doesn't have morals and all of that. Bitch, you're doing the same thing. Goodness.
He now only travels by night to confound our dragons.
And what is Cole's heading?
It is difficult to say, but there were signs of an army moving northwest. I believe.
But she believes.
You should have burned them when you had the chance.
Perhaps you can, Sir Alfred, when you next sight them on your dragon.
We know that Cole possesses a host that is growing in strength and that it is a problem.
Can Daemon hope to meet it with his own in time? If I know the Riverlands, he has more disentangling ahead of him than the end of a Lyseni orgy.
Have you had word from your father?
No.
Ravens were sent to Harrenhal, seeking news of Daemon's progress with the River Lords. None have, as yet, returned.
Just so. An enemy host growing in constitution marches somewhere in the vastness of the Crownlands. We could perhaps act if only we had a host of our own, or someone here to lead us.
Mind your tongue, Sir Alfred.
Does it speak falsely, my prince? This council is rudderless.
Wow.
I'm doing my best to steer it, Sir Alfred.
Our enemy is on the march. Is there naught to be done in the absence of the Queen but to grouse and claw for power?
But we must trust that she seeks the same as each of us at this table. An end to this conflict.
Men of House Darkland! All who bend the knee to the true King Aegon will be spared. You can earn back your honor by raising his banner and fighting in his name against the Whore of Dragonstone.
The Hall of Dragonstone. Criston Cole have been growing so much balls lately that every time he talks about Rhaenyra, he has to insult her one way or the other. He calls her a whore all the time because she wouldn't leave her throne and run away with him. Are you kidding me? Like, this guy is bitter. And I don't know why he's still alive. I seriously don't know why. I think, see, I'm just going to say this again. The way they make the character, this is the problem I had with Dany in the first place. She was moving too slow. Rhaenyra is also moving too slow. That's why I would have preferred if Daemon was in charge of all of this, because it would have ended a long time ago if Rhaenyra would just let Daemon control the shit. Because, the balls, they are turning the greenhouse, the green holes they're turning the black holes to green. It's just the balls for me.
All who refuse will have their death.
Is there no honor left in this world, Cole? Sacking your queen's own castles and putting up people to the sword? Kingmaker.
Yep, he is a kingmaker.
You're not fit for the White Cloak.
Oh, he said what we have all been thinking. And he knows it himself. He knows the shame that he carries on his own shoulder.
This is a better death than a traitor deserves. You should thank me for it.
We'll lead the van northeast. Follow the coastline.
I realized you were neither born nor bred anywhere near the Crownlands, my good Lord Han. But Harrenhal is to the west.
Indeed it is.
Fuck you. I told you we should have sent our dragons. And now look what's happened. Daemon, of all people, has taken Harrenhal. I give you a job, and now you just sit there. It's your fucking castle!
Well, that castle is more crippled than I am, Your Grace.
Oh, he's right with that words. It is more crippled than he is. Have you seen it? Looks like trash.
It's like to drive Daemon to madness as he attempts to make use of it. It's beyond his faculties. It is also penniless, as I happily control all of its gold. So, as Harrenhal saps Daemon's resolve, the false queen remains trapped on her island, and Sir Criston continues felling castles in the Crownlands.
Well, I need to be informed of these things.
They didn't even inform the poor king. Goodness. I mean, they're really taking a run on him. Like, imagine they're making decisions without you being there.
If I am to make informed rulings, I will not be made to look a fool in front of my allies and enemies.
Harrenhal must wait. Sir Criston is marching on Rook's Rest. He defended, and Lord Staunton sits on Rhaenyra's council. After Cole smashes it, we'll have Dragonstone effectively cut off by land. This war will not be won with dragons alone. but with dragons flying behind armies of men.
No. Have him turn about. I want Harrenhal back.
Cole is already preparing his attack.
How do you know this?
He sent word to me.
To you? The two of you have been plotting without my authority.
Goodness God. Oh, God. I feel sorry a little bit. I feel sorry a little bit for Aegon. They are planning and doing all of this. He's not even informed. He feels at this point, you can as well just feel as if he's just a puppet there. He's just sitting down doing nothing. No decision that they have been taken is told to him. He doesn't even know what is happening. Criston Cole is sending Aemond over here messages. But the king himself, he does not know anything. I kind of feel sorry for him.
Gaumaus ne hortami repagona upevoles. Lokos ton kodabri predagon. Prosia potaule de repagon. Si alvotaro mi sirto mi tiripeti vetogon. Silveton kuvin anima derisnios, Luixos. Aojos sutioto punto ui vestrogon avisuti libas.
Shit, this is almost like him mocking him in their language, in their High Valyrian language. Oh my God.
Audli non gieri, Jumbi.
I mean, he did tease him in the whorehouse, so I think, like, I feel as if this is his revenge.
Lands in time. Well, right now, Rook's Rest is an easy target. And a worthy effort. Don't you agree, my king?
You're kind to do so, my lord, but indulgence was my sin. I ventured into the lamprey pie at last night's supper. Too far, I fear.
What is she lying about? He thinks Clubfoot doesn't know what's going on. Oh, Clubfoot knows everything. He knows everything what's going on in here.
That is a rich indulgence. But I believe it is a sin to deny your appetites. It will make us fully alive as mortal men. Pleasure?
I would have thought you would be the most aggrieved, my lord.
I see it as a loss for our greater good. Dragonstone's attentions are greatly divided, first in the Riverlands and the Gullet, and now the Crownlands. Sir Criston wins every challenge he faces there. That truth alone is like to incite Rhaenyra's fury.
He's covered himself in glory, to be sure.
And you must worry for him. Your sworn sword on the march. Ever exposed to dragons, it is a perilous road.
Sir Criston is the hand of the king. We should all pray for his victory and safe return.
Indeed.
The voices of history guided Viserys. He knew that his wisdom alone could only reach so far.
Do you think that is why he changed his mind? In the end, no matter how suited he thought Rhaenyra for the crown, the voices of history, as you say, would have told him how the realm would react to her succession.
It's impossible to know what steered his thoughts in those final hours.
Oh, he knows that was bullshit. They usurped the throne. He knows. I feel like many people in the council, if you're in the council or in the palace, you probably know that's bullshit, that they stole the throne from Rhaenyra. And all the bullshit Alison be spilling. I feel like he's beginning to understand now the bullshit that she's done.
Do you now doubt his intentions?
Rhaenyra's supporters will believe what they wish. And so will Aegon's. The war will be fought. Many will die. And the victor will eventually ascend the throne.
Well, sounds like she's finally accepting what she has done, the way she's looking. She's finally accepted what she has done. She knows now she's the villain because she was walking around here acting as if, you know, Aegon was the true king. Delusional.
It's a touch late to be stalking about a strange castle putting its people to the sword.
You.
I'm called Alice.
Strong?
Rivers.
Bastard.
Once you get to know me, you'll find I'm not so bad. So you've come here after quarrelling with your wife.
What?
You arrive here alone to claim the castle and yet send no ravens. Do you now plan to make your own claim? Perhaps to prove yourself to her?
Do not try me with your insolence, witch.
It's a hard thing, I imagine, to give obeisance to one who replaced you as heir. And a woman too, a girl child, you bounced on your knee.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You bounced on your knee and she is your niece and now she's your wife. You Lord. I mean, if you kind of look at your relationship, it is really fucked up.
I mean, does it please you that her legitimacy is contested as you stand here? With a castle and a dragon, attempting to draw an army of men. Here, drink this. You'll need your sleep if you're to win this place to your side.
And against the crown.
Who are you?
Sir William Blackwood of House Blackwood, Your Grace. As I said,
It was you who summoned me, Your Grace. I was given to understand that you wanted an army.
Well, Who doesn't these days? You Blackwoods certainly never miss a chance to bloody your swords. Do you?
Some 20 years ago, my lord bent the knee to King Viserys and acknowledged the Princess Rhaenyra as his rightful heir.
So you fight for this old oath, not of course for your 1,000-year-old feud with the Brackens.
I once vied for Queen Rhaenyra's hand. Before she wed Seleno. I always liked her spirit. She had the true blood of the dragon.
And you're prepared to march without the leave of your...
What was that? Is he Lena?
And your dragon bring the Queen's justice to the Brackens. Our armies will be yours.
Who, Aegon?
My council. Cole, Aemond, they pursue their campaign without seeking my aid, or even my thoughts.
It was my hope that, once enthroned, you would honour the burden of your new duties, be silent, and strive to learn from the more studied minds around you, in the hope that you might be half the king your father was.
Tread carefully.
Or what? You'll hang me, as you did your rat catchers. Or have me banished, as you did your hand. I ruled in your father's absence throughout his long illness. And Otto Hightower was as cunning a statesman as ever lived. You should humbly be seeking our opinions and counsel. You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
What? What would you have me do, Mother?
Do simply what is needed of you.
To support the war that your vassals have been fighting in your absence. Your Grace.
Cole's host has grown since riding abroad. He raised the levies of both Rosby and Stokeworth, and with their combined strength sacked Duskendale.
Duskendale.
The city has fallen. Many Darkling men declared for Aegon. Those who refused were put to the sword.
What of my father?
He kept his oath. Cole took his head for it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but I'm blaming Rhaenyra for this one because she is moving so slow. I mean, they literally sent Eric to come kill you. You didn't know that these people were onto something else? That didn't annoy you? That didn't anger you? And then, oh goodness God. Oh, Baela saw him and the other people and the other knights going somewhere where he should have not gone, to your hold, to the black holds. And you said, oh, you know, don't engage. I would have been like, you see, Cole, burn him. Oh, this poor man just lost his dad. He's sterile. And I'm pretty sure this is when she's going to make a move. I hope so.
I apologize for my absence and the secrecy. But such was necessary. I went to King's Landing.
To what possible end?
To meet Queen Alicent and sue for peace.
You saw Alicent?
Yes, I did.
You could have been taken. Or slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was no other path. One choice remains to me. Either I win my claim, or die.
We stand at the ready.
Cole's victories have only emboldened him. He marches on Rook's Rest.
His host was just hours away when Lord Staunton's ravens took wing.
Why Rook's Rest? After Duskendale, it's but a small coastal keep.
Because Lord Staunton is a member of this council. And because his castle is small and vulnerable and there for the taking. Cole knows we have no army on the mainland.
He is brazen.
He is daring us to act.
We need to send a dragon.
There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness.
You must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle. I will meet Cole.
Oh my god, Rhaenys is going? Oh, I hope she's not going because of that little quarrel she had with Collins. I mean, these two have lost a lot. They lost Laenor, their son. They lost their daughter. Their castle is literally where Rhaenyra stays. They have lost a lot since, you know, they sided with Rhaenyra and all of this. And I don't blame Collins for being angry. I don't.
I wish only to fight for you. For your claim and mine.
There's something I need to tell you, Jace. That Viserys told me when he named me his successor. And it has passed from king to heir. Since Aegon the Conqueror's time. I never told you because I was unsure that I believed it myself.
Aegon is making his dragons on fire. Oh my god, it's so, is it a she or a he? So pretty.
The Targaryen, who sits the Iron Throne, is not just a king or a queen. They are a protector. Ordained to lead the Seven Kingdoms, to strengthen them. And to unite them against a common foe.
They're 1,500 strong at least, my lord.
But to unite the realm, I had to send the dragons to war.
And the dragons are off.
The horrors I have just loosed cannot be for a crown alone. That is why I must believe what Viserys told me when he named me his heir. What Jaehaerys had told him. And what I will now tell you.
What is it?
Aegon the Conqueror's dream.
Will have sounded horns to announce our coming!
Order the Darkland levies to break off and move ahead. We must keep the dragon's attention divided.
They should have sent more than one dragon here. I don't know. Well, they should have sent more than at least 3. I have a bad feeling about this. But if it's up to, up to Rhaenys and Sunfire, yeah, Meleys is gonna destroy Sunfire. She's more, she has more, experience in battle. Meleys has more experience in battle than Sunfire. So I definitely know for sure, Meleys would come on top. But with the book and what we've already known from the people that wouldn't let us rest and telling us everything that we don't want to know before we watch the movie, we know how the fuck this is gonna end. Ooh, goodness.
Make the signal!
What signal?
All is going to plan.
And there goes the overgrown lizard. Oh, Vega. Aemond does not deserve Vega. I hate that he is the one riding this dragon. And he is making us hate her. He is making us hate Vega.
This.
Boss! Vega! Sir Daor!
Oh, she went back to sleep. She was like, it's not food time yet. Wait. It feels like, hey, Granny. And Granny like, oh, is it time? No. It's not time. Relax. And, oh, so I can go back to sleep? Meleys is over there torching the soldiers, like torching. There is nothing you can do. I think this is gonna teach a lot of these people a lesson. There is nothing you can do when the dragons get involved. You're just gonna burn.
Whose dragon is that?
His Grace the King's.
This was your secret plot, Cole. For the king himself to lay ambush and mayhap die in the attempt.
No!
Loose more signal arrows!
Manos, Meleys!
like the scratch that Melis gave to, that is not a scratch, the injury. Stabbed Summon's Fire in the chest, like literally tore him. Here comes the overgrown lizard. She's awake. Granny is finally awake.
We best get you to cover, my lord.
Got it!
Oh, he did that shit on purpose. Aemond did that shit on purpose. He wants to kill Aegon. He wants to kill him. He didn't even target Melis. He targeted, I feel like he targeted mostly Aegon. Aegon was at one point being happy that he saw his brother coming. And Aemond was like, you remember that whole house? You remember you teasing me when I was a kid? Yeah, all of that. You're gonna get it today. He wants to. Ooh. Poor dragon is on fire.
Your Grace!
Don't go back, Melis. Don't go back.
Ancos Melis.
Shit, you're going back. And she put the buckle on. Oh God. Princess Rhaenys is getting ready to go down. I'm just gonna pause that for now. I feel like she's going back because I feel like she's feeling guilty. Because when in that throne room, when Aegon was getting crowned, I'm starting to feel like because it took her time. Like she was flying for a while and then she like turned back. And I'm like, don't do it. In my mind, I know why she would actually want to go back. And in my mind, I feel like she's feeling guilty that she could have ended all of this in that throne room when Aegon was being crowned. That guilt probably is the reason why she's going back, because she's like, I could have ended this. And the other part is she's probably going back because she wants them to see what happens when dragons fight. She wants everybody to see what happens and take a note of